27.77 in this event. 27.65, a fantastic swim for Hannah there to get under that consideration time. If she wants to swim this event in Tokyo, she will be swimming with the S13 athletes as it's a combined event. Tully Kearney there, 36.52 for her. That's a 1/10 of a second quicker than she went this morning. And this morning she chopped the points to qualify fastest for this final this evening. You can see there, she's happy with that. 2 finals. Tully Kearney's never been to the Paralympic Games before. She did qualify for Rio in 2016, but unfortunately, due to ill health and injury, she wasn't able to attend, but she's given herself the best chance here this week. There are the results. Another victory for Yona Molman, 38.37, 961 points, and then Tully Kearney and Hannah Russell rounding out the top 3. 920 points is what it took to get into that top 3 this evening. Well, there's no hanging around with these 50 freestyles. That was quick, that was fast, that was exciting, and Hannah Russell has made a brilliant comeback to international competition. As I said, a lot of the events in the freestyle, especially in the female categories, being combined at the Paralympic Games, and Hannah is one of those athletes who's going to experience that in Tokyo this summer. So she is the Paralympic champion in the S12 category, but she will be racing the S13s in the summer in that event. We're just getting ready now for the men's 50-meter freestyle final. It's a World Series final. Again, there's only one heat. Again, it is multi-class, so it won't necessarily be the person who touches the wall first who finishes at the top of the pile. But there's some battles internally in this race. We have 3 S8 athletes. We have 2 S7 athletes. We have 2 S6 athletes and 2 S4 athletes. So they'll be having internal battles within their own classification groups. And then Sergei Kanak of Kazakhstan in lane 5 is in the sole S10 athlete. So he'll be swimming for time alone.
This is the men's 50 meters freestyle final.
It's a family affair in this one. Leading them out for Israel is in lane 9. It will be the first of the Malia twin brothers, Ariel, the European finalist. He comes out to take up his position in lane 9. Next up, it's Mount Kelly-based swimmer Leo McRae, swimming for Switzerland. The World Championship finalist in the S6 category will be going in lane 8. There we see Great Britain's Paralympic 400-meter champion trying his hand at the shorter distance here. In lane 7, it will be Mikey Jones. There is the second of the Malia twins, Mark Malia of Israel, the world record holder in the 400 meters. We saw him and Mikey go head-to-head last night. He'll be going in lane 6. There is the sole S10 athlete in this event, representing Kazakhstan, Sergei Kanak, a silver medalist in the Asian Para Games. He'll be going in lane 5. A busy night for this man. World champion Dimitris Mitsotakis, who is the first of the S8 athletes in this race. He'll go for Greece in lane 4. Charles Rizoy of France is a World Championship bronze medalist back in Montreal in 2013 in this event in the S8 category. He'll be going in lane 3. And then it's 3 in a row, the third S8 athlete, this time for Spain. It will be Carlos Martinez Fernandez, the European bronze medalist in the 200 meters individually medley, will be going in lane 2. Well, Great Britain's Academy member, Will Perry of Northampton, found his form this morning, dipped under that 33-second barrier. He'll be going in lane 1. And then rounding out this final in lane 0, it's the other S4 athlete, Amir Omer Dadon of Israel. He's a 100-meter freestyle European champion, and he completes the S4 bookend, as you can see there from the start list. Well, the two S4 athletes starting in the water, everyone else going for the block, and you can see there that single arm windmill stroke of Michelinzakis. He's breathing towards Martinez Fernandez. They are looking at each other in the S8 battle, but going well as expected is the S10 athlete Kinak of Kazakhstan. This morning it was a very tight race between these two athletes, and once again it is. This time the touch going to Kinak in a time of 26.76. Michelinzakis coming in second, 27.10. And Charles Razoy finished strongly there, 28.48. And as the S4 athlete, Ariel Malier now comes in to complete this final, 44.87 for him. But there it is, Michelinzakis looking at the board. Busy evening for him. He'll be back in the 100 meters butterfly in just 2 events time. Looking at the board, waiting for those results to be confirmed. See on the point score, when you've got different classifications, you don't always know where you're going to finish. But there is confirmation that that was enough for Michelinzakis, the world champion, to take it by just 2 points from Dadon, the S4 athlete from Israel. And then Mark Malier having a great meet. He's had a very busy schedule. He's from every final that he's been eligible for. He's got 3rd position with 770 points. Well, that's it. We can all catch our breath for a second. The 50 meters never allow for much of that, but now we'll be going to the opposite end of the pool. We will have the 100-meter butterfly events for both women and men. Again, another few more opportunities for British athletes to achieve consideration times for Tokyo this summer. International athletes also being able to use this as an opportunity to post times that would make them eligible for their National Paralympic Committee teams for Tokyo as well. There is your confirmation that our next event will be the women's 100 meters butterfly. There's some opportunity of some records in this too. Tony Shaw is the British record holder in this event in the S9 category. She said how she likes to be in the thick of the racing. She's found the heat sometimes difficult because she's been out on her own in that lane 9. But now she will be in one of the center lanes with Louise Vidas and Yulia Gordichik. So the race is on. So another lady who's had a very busy competition. She's entered a number of finals. This is final number 6 for her. Tatiana Lebrun of Belgium will go in lane 8 in the S10 category. Then former Olympian, represented France in the Seoul 1988 Olympics, and then it became a European champion in the 50 freestyle in Dublin in 2018. S9, Claire Soupier of France will go in lane 7, and then she'll be next to the second S9 in this race, Yulia Gordichik, a double world championship finalist for Israel. And then rounding out the S9s, it is in lane 5, Tony Shaw, British record holder, silver medalist in this event in the World Championships in London in 2019. Louise Vidas. She's the breaststroke world champion in the S14 category. Looking for an opportunity to add to her Tokyo schedule. She'll be going in lane 4.
In lane 3, representing Spain, Isabel
A World Championship silver medalist from Mexico in 2017. Isabel Hernandez Santos has had to wait all week for her main event. She'll go in lane 3 for Spain. Katie Crowhurst having a superb meet this week. She started with her birthday on day 1. She's made a number of final appearances. She'll be going in lane 2 for Great Britain.
This is the women's 100 meters butterfly final.
So they're away well. They're a good start down in the bottom from Tatiana Lebrun, the Belgian athlete in the S10 category. But there we see those two black hats of the Great Britain athletes, Fiddis and Shaw. They've got company from Isabel Hernandez for Spain going well. Like I said, this is her main event, the S10 athlete. Fiddis going well down this first 50 meters. Great Britain got great pedigree in this event as Fiddis turns in 31.05, Hernandez Santos 32.22, and Choni Shaw 32.59. Jessica Jane Applegate not at this competition. She's a silver medalist in this event at the World Championships, which means there is room on the Great Britain roster to add to become another 100 fly swimmer, and Louise Fiddis is looking for that opportunity. She's looking strong here. Choni Shaw going very well, holding on to the shoulder of the Spanish athlete Hernandez Santos as they come into the wall for Fiddis to stop the clock in a time of 1:07.21. Her consideration time, 1:07.51, so she does achieve that. Hernandez Santos 1:09.49 for her, and Choni Shaw 1:09.56. Yulia Godchik, the next S9 athlete in 1:15.41. But Louise Fiddis really is coming of age. She's just going from strength to strength. She's trained really well. She's raced very well in the few competitions that have been put on in Manchester by British Swimming this year. And it's great to see her here really attacking a full program as part of her preparations for the summer's events. The results are in, and Fiddis did do enough to take the victory on points. 850 for her. Hernandez Santos 731 for her, and then Choni Shaw 724 for her. So great racing there. Choni Shaw already has a number of consideration times for the Tokyo team this summer, as does this lady, Louise Fiddis. She's a very versatile swimmer. Try her hand at a number of events, and she's got a really bright future ahead of her. And just like that, we're moving on to the last event of the meet. Once we started back, we'd been away from international competition for so long, but once we started back, it was like we'd never been gone. The athletes have put in through some superb performances this week. Their commitment to enabling this event to happen has been top of the tree, and as anybody and everybody that's been involved has done everything they can to make this happen. So there are the athletes lining up, waiting for their call time to be beckoned onto the pool deck. They will be led out by Charles Rozoy of France. Just got out of the water with 50 freestyle. A lot of these athletes returning. Rachel Nzakis, another one, who will be returning, having only swum 50-meter freestyle moments ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our final event. This is the men's 100 meters butterfly final.
There is the Paralympic champion from London 2012 in this event. In lane 8 for France, it'll be Charles Rozoy. You can see he didn't even have time to get his towel or put the top on. because the program is quite condensed this evening. In lane 7, the Welshman representing Great Britain, the World Championship finalist, Rhys Davies, will go in the S14 category.
In lane 6, representing Japan,
Haruki Kamo of Japan in lane 6, another S14 athlete. He was a medalist at the Global Games in 2019. And then in lane 5, it is the world record holder and world champion, Rhys Dunn of Great Britain and Plymouth. He'll be going in the S14 category. And then very much an in-form swimmer at this meet in lane 4, the British record holder, Stephen Clegg of Great Britain, swimming in the S12 category. Like I said, half a second off the world record this morning. Excitement in the building. World and European medalist for France, Alex Portal of the S13 category, will be going in lane 3. He's a Scottish short course record holder in lane 2 for another final for Jack Milne of Great Britain in the S14 category. And the other S8 athlete in this final, it is the World Paralympic and European champion, Dimitris Mitsotakis of Greece. He'll go in lane 1. So much excitement here. Rhys Dunn, a world record holder. Hopefully he can pull Stephen Clegg along to a very fast time. And off they go. Like I said, Rhys Dunn using that underwater there. Stephen Clegg just popping up. But it is Rhys Dunn in the black hat in that centre lane 5 who's leading the way at the moment. As I said, his world record split is 25.56. Now at the World Championship, Stephen Clegg did go out under world record pace and then just dropped off on that second 50. But Rhys Dunn there turning in 26.56, so his second off his split, but 26.57 for Stephen Clegg is only 3/100ths off his British record, and it is a tenth of a second under the world record split. So here we can see those two black hats, the S12 athlete Stephen Clegg in lane 4, sticking with Rhys Dunn in lane 5. As we come into the final 5 meters there, we see those red markers. It will be Dunn that takes it on time. 56.19. 56.75 for Stephen Clegg. If that is ratified, it is a new world record to finish this competition. What a way to finish this meet. But thankfully, Rhys Dunn is there to read the board to Stephen Clegg. He looks happy, and so he should. It was, what a way. 4 races tonight, but that is a great way to finish this first stage of the World Para Series. We do need to have confirmation of that result, so I probably shouldn't get too excited just yet, but I'm going to anyway. So the results will be confirmed on the board shortly. A great swim as well from Rhys Dunn, 56.19. Also going under his consideration time again for Tokyo. Just have to wait for those results. You can see both the boys there gave that everything that they had. Had great weekends. Just have to wait a second for those results. Always a nerve-wracking time. Stephen Clegg's been in great form all week, already broken a couple of British records, so he did flirt with the idea this morning. Now we just have to wait. I don't know if the officials are doing this to us on purpose, giving us some drama. But hopefully here come the results, and they are in. And unfortunately there was a disqualification, Charles Royer-Zoy of France, but confirmation of Stephen Clegg's new world record to finish this competition. 56.75, 56.19 for Brice Dunn and Alex Portal of France, getting a third position to finish off an incredible meet for him. But, wow. That world record has stood since Montreal World Championships in 2013 to Roman Makarov of Russia, who was an amazing S12 athlete in his own right. But Stephen Clegg deserved that, like I said, at the World Championships last time out. He did go out quicker in that split to halfway, but then he had a slower second 50 than Makarov. But today, you can see that work he's been putting in over the pandemic has absolutely paid off. And what a way to finish that first leg of the World Para Series. So there are a few more rounds of the World Para Series. So the athletes will be going to Louisville from the 15th to the 17th of April. Then they'll be headed to Italy, 17th and 18th of April. And it will round out in Berlin, the 17th to 20th of June. But some athletes will get the opportunity to go to the Europeans in Madeira from the 16th to the 22nd of May. So I guess that all that's left to say from me is we've had a brilliant meet here. It's great to be back. We have definitely missed the national athletes that would normally be in attendance, but hopefully everybody has been given a taste of the sport that is to come this summer, and everybody's getting a feeling of hope that we will somewhat return to more regular competition this year. Thank you very much, and goodbye.